Good kill, good kill. Okay, good kill.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're here in the F-16 Viper today, and I've managed to make some minor changes to the loadout of the F-16, and I kind of want to see what, changing in capability there would be. Let me show you. Look at this. Look at that. You see that big missile? That is an Aim-174B. You can see how big it is compared to the AMRAAM. And we got one on this wing over here. Look at it. It's really beautiful. No? It's a nice looking missile. There it is. You can see Aim-174B on the side there. Now the F-16 is kind of a smaller aircraft. You can see how the wings are bending on the stress. Look at that. Whoa, that's cool. A little bit of a smaller aircraft, so we've only managed to strap 2 of these things on here without, breaking the wings off this thing. But, 2 is still pretty good. I think we can do a lot with 2. So yeah, we're going to be fighting 4 MiG-29Ms. These are modernized Fulcrums. Pretty much, 4. I have no SAM cover, by the way, so that's, a big part of this. Imagine you're way deep inside enemy airspace, you don't have your own SAM cover. And what's going to happen is these 4 MiGs, if I didn't have these 2 missiles, would absolutely swarm me, and they'd probably win. There'd be 4 of them. They're firing, Russian Fox 3s, R77-1s. This would be a very, very difficult fight for the F-16. But we're going to see how these SM-6s are going to really even the fight out for me. Still a little far out. I'll try to get a lock on these guys in a minute here. Now again, I only put 2 of those missiles on the aircraft because the F-16, its wings are, nothing like an F-15 or something like that. So even 2 is a lot. Like, look at that. It's giant. I think it's realistic. You guys tell me what you think. If the F-16 could even take 2 of these things, I think it's a stretch. But definitely the aircraft is not maneuverable with them. That's worth noting. Still nothing on radar here, only data link so far. But if you fire even one of these missiles, the aircraft is so out of trim that you basically can't fly the thing. You got to shoot the second one fairly quickly. It's not a big deal though, because you're generally speaking, you're going to be so far outside of the enemy's range that you don't need to maneuver before you shoot the second one. But that is one of the downsides of having this giant missile, I guess. Still nothing on radar here. Again, another limitation is the F-16's radar. Oh, we got something on radar here. Look at this. Nice. Look at that 92-mile lock. Fox 3 SM-6 in the air. Now 90 miles out, there's absolutely no possibility that these MiGs are going to engage me with their missiles, with R77-1s. So I can I don't need to reduce altitude. I'm going to maintain my altitude for the most part. And we're just going to enter a crank here, which means I'm going to push them to the gimbal limit of the aircraft. You can see they're all the way over there. You can see I have them pushed to the edge of the radar screen. So they're pretty offset here, and what this does is it minimizes my closure to them because I'm not just head on with them, going a straight line. So I'm minimizing my closure so that once that first missile reaches these guys, I can turn back in and shoot my second one while still being outside of range for them to retaliate. As of right now, I have the leader locked. He's at 44,000 feet, so this guy's pretty high himself. And he's a vulnerable target for this missile. Should be reaching him any second now, I would imagine. Any second now. You see his altitude dropping. He was 44,000, now he's 39, 38, 37, 36. So pretty massive drop in altitude like that. He's probably been hit and he is falling. So we're gonna lock the second guy. So we're gonna call that a confirmed hit on number 1. Pick a random guy out of the formation here. 77 miles now. Fox 3. There we go, that's the last Aim-174B. So, as we guide this missile in, I'll talk about, you know, I see a lot of people commenting, saying like, well, this missile is, you know, its advertised range is like 200 kilometers or whatever, or 200 miles or whatever it is. And then they're like, why... you know, why is it only 90 miles? Why is it only 30 miles here? Well, launch parameters matter, right? Air density matters. When they say the missile's range is 200 miles, they're talking about ideal launch parameters, right? So probably up high missile launch at a target that's also high, so you can get the max range. The missile stays in high altitude the entire time. Low air density, low friction. Still holding this lock at 65 miles. But, you know, if you're lower or your bandit's lower, that's going to affect the range of the missile. Missile turning, missile maneuvering, all these things are going to affect the range of the missile. It's not just, oh, I launched the missile, it's got 200 miles. It doesn't work like that. I'm going to turn back in here. We're down to AMRAAMs now, but once this missile makes contact, then we've thinned out 50% of the formation so far. This thing kind of reminds me of like a modern Phoenix. Like back in the day when Phoenixes first came out, you can see the altitude dropping on this guy again, 25, 24, 23. You know, when Phoenixes first came out, and they were so long range that the enemy could not necessarily retaliate against you, and you were just guiding these missiles in, and, you know, they were just smoking guys, which kind of feels like that's what this was doing. So before these guys have even come into range of attacking me, they've already lost half of their formation. I think we've scored 2 kills. And I'm going to start lining up the parameters for our first AMRAAM shot here at 41 miles, Mach 1.4. And I think we can make this first AMRAAM. Okay, he shot at me. We can make this first AMRAAM shot pretty dangerous as well. 37 miles, Mach 1.4, 33,000. And we'll go ahead and send one here. Fox 3, there we go. And now we can start defending. It's nice to have those big missiles off the jet. The Aim-174Bs, just call them SM6s, honestly, it's easier. But it's nice to have them off so we can actually maneuver the aircraft. And also, you know, reduce the risk of snapping our wings because they're so heavy. But just look at how much that missile has expanded the capability of the F-16 here, where I've destroyed 2 MiG-29s, modernized MiG-29s, and didn't even break a sweat, you know. And hopefully we've got this formation thinned out to the point where I can take on the last two guys. Again, remember, I have no SAM cover even to hide behind, which is huge. It really shows you the capability of the F-16 because it's got to fight all alone out here, and it's fighting 4 bandits. I'm going to turn back in here. I think that AMRAAM probably hit him. Into this guy. Okay, there's still a missile in the air here. I don't love that. Back away. Can't underestimate these missiles here. Turn back in. See if we can find this guy on radar. Come on. Here we go. He's up high. 17 miles, Fox 3. Turn away. And the fact that he was so high is actually going to make him vulnerable to that AMRAAM. He needs to immediately start reducing altitude if he wants to survive. But I think we've taken out 3, according to Daylink. 3 of the MiG-29s are gone. 1 remaining. And you can see him, he's pretty far back there. Let's go ahead and drop tanks. We don't need those anymore. Switch back to Cat 1. This last guy is proving to be somewhat difficult. Come back around in a second here. He's slinging missiles over here like it's nobody's business. Now I've got 2 AMRAAMs remaining for him. This guy's either very brave or very stupid. You know, 3 of his buddies have been absolutely schwacked, disintegrated, but he's still fighting. He probably wants revenge. Okay, let me see him. Okay, we got him at 13 miles. Pull the nose up a little. Fox 3, so the missile comes top down, hopefully. So the intention of getting the missile to come top down is it'll be much harder to defend. He won't be able to drive it into the side of a mountain, theoretically. I mean, he still can, but it'll be much more difficult for him to do that. And then we'll defend away. Still have 1 AMRAAM remaining, and we got to be careful because he might have a missile in the air as well. And we'll recommit. Yep, there's the missile still chasing me. It's back there somewhere. Yeah, no worries. We'll just continue cold here. We should be okay. And we'll clear this ridge line and we'll come back around and see if we had good effect on target. Datalink says he's gone. There's nobody else out here. Look at that. I think we got him. That's an old missile. Don't worry about it. It's already dead. It's no energy. The Seeker just sees me. No problem. Okay, that's it. That's 4 MiG-29s, modernized MiG-29s, absolutely destroyed. The last guy was a little bit of a problem for the F-16, but, you know, nothing the F-16 couldn't handle, and the other 3 guys got absolutely destroyed. So you can see how much improving missiles can really increase the capability of an aircraft. Your aircraft is great, but if you got good missiles, you know, it's going to be even better.